G'day there, legends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Terror from the Void. We have a bunch to do. A whole bunch to do. We've got a base defense. Had a lot of those recently. We've got to come pick up Mad Dog. We also have Aurora coming over to pick up a couple of units to go help out in the Americas. We ended up not really having to manufacture anything. Despite losing a bunch of Mad Dog stuff. Obviously the armor we don't need because he has a new metallic body. Would have still been nice to salvage the existing armor, but hey, them's the breaks. Is there anything else I need to adjust right at the moment? Okay, I don't believe so. Let's just carry on carrying on. Okay. So this is no longer a base defense. This base has been conquered. So there could be like a spawnery, there could be mist sentinels and whatnots. Huh. So I can deploy somewhere else. That's interesting. Let's check our loadouts. I would like to take the neural pistol. As a just in case sort of situation. I don't like not having a lot of ammo, but the laser guys hold a lot already. Okay, I guess we just get in there. Everyone should be reasonably well equipped. Excellent. Excellent. This will be a tough mission. It's interesting that I can come in through the elevator rather than the entrance. I chose to do so the access lift. So the entrance is a bit of a choke point. It could be difficult trying to get in there. Okay. I guess we come in through the entrance regardless. So I'm just going to shoot a drone over here. And one over here. Just do a little bit of scouting. As there could be enemies hidden around corners here. Overwatch. Push forward with Rapal. And we'll take out the pistol just so she can return fire if it comes to that.
Like the wind.
So Maria can push forward as well. Also Overwatch. Very tempting to try and duck in here. And in fact, I think I will. It's because with the shield on the back, we will be fairly well protected this way. And we'll set up an overwatch just in case there's something around the corner there. That will be our turn. So much for going and healing with this team. Oh wow. Acheron just strolling the halls. Okay. So I'm pretty comfortable that there's nothing behind us. It could be a mindfragger or a worm tucked around here, but at some point I do need to start pushing forward and
What's our move?
playing the mission.
Moving out.
Don't think there's anything in here, but Lenser should be too juicy a target for them to resist taking a shot at if there is.
Yes. I'm going in. Got you covered.
Can't wait.
And push forward with everyone else. We've got another Overwatch with Maria.
Let's go.
And we're gonna set up an Overwatch with Paxo as
I'll
well.
keep my
Try
eyes
and
open.
nab that Acheron if we can. Push up with Jenny Blaze, and that's a turn. Alright, let's see what this Acheron's gonna do. I know I'm being overly cautious with Flenser there, but nothing wrong with that. Fire Quencher. There was nothing special about this one. Here comes the bisque, I thought. Boy, was I wrong. Some Arthrons have evolved the ability to instantly quench the fire they come in contact with, replacing it with mist. They are apparently doing this by spraying some biochemical compound from their heads. Disabling their heads should remove both their immunity to fire and their ability to quench it. That's another change with Terror from the Void. Because it's there, the Acheron would have had to jump over it. I don't think it can in the relatively small confines. Yeah, so it can't use its full jump because it can't get all that high. Like being in a nest or, and trying to shoot grenades or trying to shoot grenades in a base. Your range is limited by the low ceilings. Okay, multiple targets bearing on the hangar. That's fine. It's worms or myrmidons. We don't need to risk damage to our base for that. Okay, this is a shield bearer with fire quencher.
Ready? Can't wait. Lining up a shot.
Excellent. So this guy's basically a non-combatant now.
Right there.
Little bit risky because there could be something upstairs.
I was born ready.
Bring the drone up. This drone's going to do a bit more scouting for us. Don't want to push forward too aggressively with
On the
Jenny
lookout.
Blaze, even though she has some more TUs.
Easy enough.
A little bit risky where I'm putting Julian. But we do need to be pushing forward.
On the double.
And so can put up a shield because we didn't see any enemies over here or over there. There could of course be something upstairs, but we haven't seen anything. Both of our drones have moved, so this is our turn. He should just stand and... Okay, he is actually moving. Interesting.
Bam!
I guess just to run the Overwatch. Protect the Acheron. Interesting. I know in a lair they just stand there. But I guess this guy wants to run to an exit. Now, can this one call reinforcements? Killer instinct
move.
triggered. Excellent. Okay, now you gonna run up.
Moving. Let's go.
That's disappointing. I didn't want to target the husk. Because it has a little more armor. And we'll run over here. Just trying to see what way Flint's is pointing with his shield.
Five by five.
And they are not making it easy. Keep scouting. The places where the drones can and can't go is still a little confusing.
All set.
Pushing on.
Dashing ahead.
Set up an overwatch.
Already there.
Not sure which way this Acheron's going to go, so I want to set up an overwatch in both directions.
Let's go. Taking point.
Look, Jenny Blaze somewhere a little more protected. Spider drones moved, okay. See how we go here. Jumping around. Okay, so it's just moving away. Okay. I'm not too mad about that. How did you manage to miss that?
Moving.
Let's get up here and see what we can see. Set up our shield, protect ourselves. Very good, very good.
ready.
Then Jenny Blaze up as well. A little bit of backup.
On the lookout.
Set up an overwatch. Now I could move. I do have another movement that I can use. And still overwatch, but I don't want to be too aggressive. Send one of the drones up.
Still alive.
This Overwatch Cone UI is brutal.
Got you covered.
Push up with Paxa. Get behind some cover. You've moved. You have not. Okay. So he's continuing to retreat. Jumping about, that's fine. Carving up our base. There's no way those flimsy little legs could knock down a concrete wall, but hey, there you go. Whole lot of activity. Okay, Umbra or Tritons in the vents. Now, unfortunately, we're not near any of the computers to go blowing things up, are we? Okay. There still could be something in this medical room.
Moving out.
What's our move? Moving. Target detected.
Okay, we've got a siren here as well. It's good that we spotted that.
Aiming. Let's go.
That's not something I just want to go.
I'll keep my
Screaming
eyes open.
towards. Okay, managed to get a bit of damage.
I'm going.
That's about all I can ask for there.
Here comes the Phoenix.
Send the drone out. Hopefully act as a little decoy for us. Okay, and we've seen some Myrmidon eggs. We've got a fireworm egg, and we have a hatching sentinel.
Ready to go to work.
Overwatch.
I was born ready.
And we'll send you up to rejoin Valenza. And that'll be our turn. So that siren is a problem. Okay, and there are Tritons behind us. Okay, so it's coming up. Let's tango with these guys. Sid Myrmidon. Don't love that. The reason I know there's a Triton behind me is a patch of mist just appeared near the entrance that wasn't there before. And we know that we had
Requesting more
the Tritons or Umbras coming after us. So it looks like it's a bunch of Umbras. And this Acheron's struggling to find usefulness, I would say. So we're going to send this drone up. This will do a little bit of damage to our base potentially, but probably worth it to soften up. This soften up this siren. So we've used adrenaline rush and we're dashing so that we can get 3 melee attacks. Taking out an arm. And we've now killed him. Pick up our shield again. Perhaps a little over-conservative, but if I run forward and try to start shotgunning things, it's just going to trigger the birthing sentinel.
Here.
A little bit
Enemy
safer to
spotted.
push forward here now.
Let's go.
Yeah, so this one can call reinforcements as well. So let's just shred the husk.
Steel on target.
It's the largest
All set.
area.
On the move.
We will fire. Okay, took out a leg. That worked out better than I expected, to be honest. And we're gonna duck behind cover again.
Moving to coordinates.
Now we know there's going to be Tritons coming around behind us. So I need to make sure I'm not overly exposed in that direction.
Got you covered.
Okay, there's a lot more eggs in here than we might have thought at first. You're going to stay near Flenser. We might need to drop some drones to go behind the team. Just to distract the Tritons and whatnots. And there's also going to be some worms and stuff that are coming in through the hangar. Worms, myrmidons. Is it trying to heal itself? Or just trying to destroy things? Honestly, I think it's just trying to destroy things that it can. Interesting. Yep, more worms or myrmidons. Weird that it doesn't show that as being a target.
Let's do this.
Okay, Maria, what can you see?
See you in the next life.
Okay, one less egg to worry about. Now, what can you do?
Aiming. Preparing to fire.
We want to try and take out this hatching sentinel as swiftly as possible.
I was born ready. Rolling. Let's blast them.
Jenny Blaze
my
hopefully
sights.
finish the job.
Right, I'm ready to rock.
Right, so she just got her action points back as well. She's dazed the hatching sentinel.
In my sights.
So there's no point going after the eggs with her. She doesn't do enough damage.
Here we go.
We can poison this Acheron. Which, over time, will do a fair chunk of damage. Now that the hatching sentinel's gone, we can push forward more aggressively as well into this space. We don't need to fear accidentally activating it. And we just need to be constantly mindful that there are other things coming up behind us. There's a poison worm, just got into the hangar. I would like to try and capture that if I can. There's a Triton now behind Flenser and Jenny Blaze. I don't know where that guy was aiming, but that's some weird behavior, let me tell you.
Ow!
Okay, that guy's got an armor-piercing gun. So that is a little bit of a problem. Maria.
Target hit.
What can you do for us?
Steel on target.
Need to. That could have gone better. That could
Yeah,
have
that
gone
wasn't
better.
that wasn't very helpful.
I'm ready.
That was not very helpful at all. Now we've got a hitman.
Let's do this.
Sneaking up behind these guys.
I've got a visual. Advancing.
Let's just hop out of the sight. How has this not triggered Killer Instinct?
Preparing to fire. Steel on target. Already there.
Okay, Julian, can you finish
Just
the
get
job
to
on
work.
this Triton?
More than good enough.
Not quite.
Aiming.
Really like to finish this guy off if I can. But it seems that I cannot,
I'm ready.
What's our move?
which is a problem. That is a problem. Because it's going to do a whole lot of damage to someone now. May have made a mistake there. Been a bit too aggressive. I should have just run away from it. I got plenty of good cover. Could be plenty here to distract this hitman. Yep.
Oh!
It took the bait.
Help!
Yeah, that hurts.
Stop bleeding!
That hurts. Are we gonna lose Maria? I hope not. I really hope not. Oh, so close. Although it would have been cool to Osiris her. Okay. Yep. Humidon preparing. Be good.
Aiming.
Triton's down. Now it is going to spawn an Umbra, I believe.
All set.
So I think I can dash. I could dash and boop this guy.
What's the plan?
Oh, there's a fireworm right there. Yeah, I'm gonna need to deal with that. But first, we'll deal with this.
I'm going. Identifying target.
You can deal with this worm.
What's our move?
You do not have a shotgun, do you? No.
Ready to go to work.
This guy is no longer poisoned. A little bit sad. I
Taking
want
point.
to paralyze that poison worm if at all possible.
I'm ready.
You're going to overwatch. Hopefully snag that
Overwatching.
Umbra. Can we finish off this Acheron? Yes,
down.
thank you.
Pushing on.
Okay, we get kill and run. Shield. Somewhere back here is a Triton. Okay. Umbra is spawning. Come on, paralyze it for me. Excellent. Excellent. There's our hitman. Seems to be running away. It's probably bleeding quite profusely. Not quite able to kill it. Gonna take a hit here. Damn, they can move.
Moving to coordinates.
Okay, Maria, you need to heal again.
What's our move? Switching.
Reload. I'm gonna start clearing some of these eggs just to be a little safer.
Ready to engage. Target down.
Advancing.
Might be able to catch this Triton on the way out.
I'm here. Taking aim.
Ah, okay, that one's already dead.
Ready to fire. How does that taste?
Immediately dazed. Actually, not that useful though. Prefer to have spent more than one AP before getting my
Ready to
AP
fire.
refunded. There is nothing to overwatch here, but
Overwatching.
eh, what else am I gonna do? You can go. Hunt that Triton.
Moving fast.
Okay, there is one more Triton than expected. So we're gonna sneak back here. Okay, no, unfortunately he's
Here.
turned around. So the shield's
What's
not
the
going to help
plan?
him much. So we're kind of at the mercy of that Triton, unfortunately.
I'm hurt pretty good.
Luckily, it was silly and went for the head. Yeah, this Triton Hitman Alpha is fleeing. No way we're going to catch him. That's okay. Okay,
have a
Killer
plan?
Instinct finally triggers.
Let's just get this over with. That was a kill. Probably.
Void Touch calls reinforcements at end of turn. Pandorans, they always have friends nearby. This Pandoran will call reinforcements if it survives, in whatever shape, until the end of your turn. From now on, any touched by the Void, Arthron or Triton can do one of the following. Call reinforcements at the end of the player's turn, inflict its attacker with marked for death, or spawn Umbra on death. That's actually really interesting. 3 very different... Spawning that Umbra and calling reinforcements are not as different, but they're still quite different. So there's 3 quite different things that require 3 different approaches and responses. If it spawns an Umbra, you need to be careful about when and how you kill it, where your guys are positioned, making sure you have someone available to overwatch, or you can kill it with fire, or ideally kill it on the opponent's turn. The call reinforcements want you to aggressively target that Pandoran to avoid it summoning more reinforcements. Marked for death means you need to be very careful about when and how you attack. And you want to ideally kill it with as few shots from as few people as possible and be able to protect the people that attack because they get that marked for death. It doesn't look like you know. I haven't seen anything that indicates what the Void Touch does until after I attack. So that makes it a bit of a roll of the dice each time. Because if it has this, you need to attack very aggressively. But doing that aggressively is not what you want to do if it has marked for death or spawn Umbra. So that's really interesting that they've found several different things that this Void Touch can do that all require a different approach from the player. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's a very satisfying mechanic. I was already pretty pleased after the first season. I did start immediately playing again. What last year? Maybe the year before, by the time this publishes. Originally there was only the Umbra. When they introduced the marked for death, I already found that quite a satisfying upgrade because it meant you had to take a different approach compared to just spawning Umbra. So having 3 that all sort of pull you in different directions. Marked for death means you want to be defensive, maybe not super defensive, but you want to be very careful about who you attack in your positioning. The Umbra, as much as possible, you want to try and do stuff on the enemy's turn, if possible, or use any of the other anti-Umbra countermeasures. But then this reinforcement one, you instead want to be quite aggressive. So there's 3 different approaches required depending on what version of this you see. That's not bad. Okay, given that we have found out there's
I'm not leaving
possibly
myself
some more
exposed.
enemies here than we think, I'm gonna push back, get a little closer to the rest of my team. Instead of running off trying to be a hero with Lenser.
What's our move? Ready to engage.
Clear up some of these eggs. And that is enough to trigger mark for death.
Kill confirmed.
Well, that's interesting. That one exploded in fire.
Got you covered.
Overwatch again.
5 by 5.
And we'll just get you into cover. We'll call that a turn. Oh, he's coming back. Feeling brave. That's interesting. Interesting behavior. Okay, we can't get past this Acheron corpse.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Okay, so he's well paralyzed.
Just give the word.
Yeah, I didn't think that one would connect. Okay, just make sure everyone is well paralyzed and not going to recover. Lensa, heal up.
Count to 10. Breathe. Moving out.
Receiving.
So what do I have left to do? For the remaining Pandorans. So that is probably just this Triton
Anything
that's
that moves
fluffing
dies.
about down here.
Double time.
I'm ready.
Hopefully doesn't have too much life left in it.
Here.
On my
Somehow
way.
fully visible again. Not too thrilled about that. Okay, so this one has the core reinforcements ability. That's why it ended up not fleeing. Right. It cannot use its sniper rifle. Well, I don't know if that's why it didn't flee. I don't know how these things are programmed to behave, to be honest.
Let's go.
But if nothing else, it's a
On the
sensible reason. If it just sticks around, it'll eventually bleed out, but it will call in reinforcements in the meantime.
I'm here.
So I do have to be cautious because I'm not quite sure how the core reinforcement situation works. It could have already done it. So there could be enemies back here for all I know.
Ready to roll. Catch me if you can.
It's only got a couple turns left in it. Although it looks like it's fled and the mission's over. Okay, excellent. That was a fun one. Did get a little bit hairy for our Flinter for a moment, but otherwise wasn't super difficult. But it was interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on there. We do have a level up for Axo, which is great. Means I can get ready for action. Bit expensive though. Get some nice resources for those. Okay, Paxo. Do we want ready for action? Definitely, that's a no-brainer. Survivor. +4 will, -2 strength. How do we feel about this one? So it is overall a bonus of like +2 stats. However, I don't really want to take the hit to strength at the moment. Okay, so living quarters got a bit dinged up. Very cheap to repair. Store, I don't need at the moment. So these guys can actually stay here to heal for now. And we have found a Pandoran Citadel. That's going to be a challenging mission. Yep. A bunch of soldiers are exhausted and need to rest, I'd imagine. Anyway, that's well and truly going to be enough for this episode. We got 2 teams that need to heal up, and the Aurora needs to take a couple of select squad mates over to the Americas to help out there. That's all going to be the next video. Don't forget to do those YouTube things. As always, thanks so much for tuning in. You stay brilliant. I'm going to catch you real soon.